Mecca lecca hi, mecca heidi heidi ho. Welcome wrestling fans to SCW TV, where anything can happen, usually does, and probably will. Sitting next to me is my tag team partner, Wicked Walt Rabon.
Hey folks, we got a loaded show tonight. If you saw the show last week, you saw the semifinal round of the SCW Internet Championship. Tonight we got the finals. Scab and Lazz.
That should be a great match there. Two upsets. I really didn't think either guy was going to get through the semifinal matches. Lazz upsetting SCW Heavyweight Champion Frank the Tank Parker, and Scab upsetting the enforcer C.W. Anderson to get this far. This should be a great match. But remember, Scab has been injured in that match against C.W. Anderson. He has a giant welt on his head. That is going to cause some problems, I think.
Oh, that's going to be pretty wild. And let's not forget, Lazz is the defending SCW Internet Champion. He won it last year when he beat Mervyn Sneed in the finals.
He beat Mervyn Sneed there, and that was a great match in the Internet Championship. Hey, wrestling fans, don't forget about some live SCW events. The last Thursday night of every month, SCW is at the SCW Arena, Kings, on McDowell Street in downtown Raleigh. Fans, please check the website, www.scwprowrestling.com. Find out where we're going to be. You can see features on your favorite wrestlers. You can also buy tickets for Kings online now through the website.
Yeah, something is always going on SCWProWrestling.com. We got the Divas section, all the hot ladies in SCW, Persephone, Alexis LeRae, Brandy Richardson, Lily, you name it. SCWProWrestling.com has something for everybody.
Get a little hot when you talk about Brandy Richardson there, Walt.
Oh, you got that right.
Hey, and SCW TV, we're not just in Durham anymore. I hear we're in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're in Carborough. We're in Chapel Hill.
No, that's the People's Republic of Chapel Hill.
People's Republic of Chapel Hill. And SCW is negotiating with the Cat's Cradle in Chapel Hill to bring SCW Wrestling live to the Cat's Cradle in Chapel. And actually, that's in Carborough.
Yeah, it is, and that's a great building. I've seen a lot of great bands there over the years. It's a nice club, and I hope that works out. I look forward to going to Chapel Hill really soon with SCW.
Oh, yeah. SCW is proud to pay the bill to be in Chapel Hill.
Well, Grog, let's talk about this huge match we got coming up in a minute here, Scab and Lazz. Who do you pick to win this?
You know, Scab was injured that match with CW. I've got to go with Lazz on that one. I think Lazz is the defending Internet champ. I think he's a little unorthodox in his style, but I think, you know, he's got just a little bit more left in the tank than Scab. He had a little bit more time to rest in between matches, and you know, I'm going with Lazz. Not Scab.
Yeah, well, if SCW has a people's champ, it's got to be Lazz. I mean, the folks just love it. I mean, the kids, the old ladies, everybody loves this guy.
The rednecks love him. Well, not all the old ladies love him. There's a few.
Yeah, I know you got a complaint a couple months ago.
A couple months ago, we got a complaint about Lazz, and we apologize. We do not control how Lazz dresses or acts. That's beyond our control. But you know, he is definitely the people's champion. He was, you know, a sure bet to be in this Internet finals, at least the semifinals. He had to earn his way into the finals, and he certainly did. The big match against Frank the Tank Parker. Scab, he's a three-time former SCW heavyweight champion. He's a former SCW junior heavyweight champion. You know, he never ends to surprise me what he can pull out there, and you know, it wouldn't be a major upset if Scab beat Lazz tonight.
Man, what a match, though. It's just two great athletes here in SCW. And, Grog, I wanted to tell you I got an email the other day.
Oh, Walt, I guess we're getting the signal. We're getting ready to go here live to the action, and we're getting ready to go. This is the finals of the Internet tournament. It's Scab against Lazz. Hey, fans, here we are. Scab's in the ring, and Lazz is kind of sneaking up, looking behind him. He gets in from behind, and Scab elbows him, and there's a drop toe hold by Lazz, and oh, that's disgusting. Fans, please do not try that at home.
Yeah, Grog, and speaking of the fans, as I was saying, I got an email the other day, and the fans just love the Shah and Grog, and they were calling in saying how much they love seeing you here on SCW TV. We got some emails from some new viewers in Carborough and Chapel Hill, and One guy just said that there was, he just could not stand Count Grog years ago, and he used to hate you, and he is so glad that you're Shah Grog now, and he don't have to deal with Count Grog anymore at these SCW shows. So just thought I'd pass it along to you.
Well, yeah, that's duly noted there. Here
Well,
we
we
go,
got a
back
great
to action.
match here.
Back to action. Lazz comes in, kicks. Oh, look, Scab just threw him right over his head. Super kick takes down Lazz. Oh, my God. I think Lazz is later saying, I'm not pretty anymore.
No, and Scab's getting the momentum going early in this matchup.
Kevin Ecuador's your referee here tonight. Scab is visibly hurt from his match we saw last week against CW. Look at that knot on his head. It looks like he's got a third eye or a second forehead.
It's ugly. I mean, maybe we'll get a close-up of it in a minute, fans, but Scab's head is in really bad shape. I mean, I'm surprised the physicians even let him pass the physical to get in here tonight.
Oh, big slam takes him down. 1, 2, oh, Lazz is able to kick out of that one.
Once again, fans, this is for the SCW Internet title.
Yeah. Scab kind of, look at little Cro-Magnum there. His head's almost as big as Big Slam.
No, I wouldn't say that, no. Big Slam
Flips
has
him
a
in
big
the corner,
head.
picks him up. Hip toss takes him down.
I bought a Shah Grog T-shirt the other day from Big Slam at a show.
Did you? He's selling Shah Grog T-shirts?
Yeah, man.
Well, he can, he'll sell anything.
You said you were getting 99% of the proceeds.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not getting nothing. Ooh, takedown, take Scab down. These guys are both tired. They've had a long Lazz with a big punch.
Yeah, and so much
Scab
is on the
down.
line here this evening. This is for the SCW Internet title. It's got to be 120 degrees in here. There's at least 500 fans packed in, Kings. I mean, what a night to be a wrestling fan.
It's not really a belt or a trophy or anything for this championship. It's kind of just a honorary title.
Yeah, but Grog,
look at this. Lazz takes him over, clotheslines Scab over to the top rope onto the floor. Oh, Lazz going over the top. He's dodged right on top of Scab onto the floor. That was amazing, Walt.
Wow, good God. I hope both of them didn't get killed.
Holy cow. Letting it all hang out there, huh?
Wow.
Kevin Ecuador counting, trying to get these guys in the ring.
Man, we
They're
could have a
both
double
down.
count out.
I think they're both, after that one, Lazz is just as hurt as Scab is from, taking that bump onto the floor. Here they come to the ring. Scab gets in the ring first. He kicks Lazz to the midsection. Backs him into the ropes, whips him off. Here he comes, goes for the backdrop. Lazz meets him, kicks him, punch to the head. He's going, Scab hooks him, spins him around, goes for the acid drop. Oh, Lazz throws him right off. He comes in. It's the Britney Spear!
It is.
1, 2, 3, and there's your Internet champion.
Second year in a row.
Second year in a row with the Britney Spear. It is Lazz.
Your two-time SCW Internet champion. All right, fans, there you have it. Brand new two-time SCW Internet champion, and his name is Lazz. He's got to be the most popular guy in SCW right now, and once again, he's the two-time SCW Internet champion. Wow, what a way to start off SCW TV here tonight. Lazz is the brand new SCW Internet champion. Actually, he's won it 2 years in a row now, so congratulations to Lazz, our SCW Internet champion. And what was so great about this tournament, fans, is that it was voted on by you, the fans. The fans went to SCWProWrestling.com a few weeks ago, voted for their favorite SCW superstar. We had the Final Four last week, the finals this week, and Lazz is our winner. What a great way to start the show. Folks, if you're wondering where Shah Grog is, I honestly don't know. I think he had a phone call. He had to step out for a minute, but we're going to keep the show going here. We want to welcome our brand new affiliates on the program, Carrboro, Raleigh, and Chapel Hill. So we're on in Durham now and these 3 other towns, and the list just keeps growing and growing. Fans all over the state are talking about this SCW. They want to see Southern Championship Wrestling on their local station. They're writing, they're emailing. It's just a phenomenon. It's going on week after week. Everybody loves this, and they love it because we got good hardcore wrestling. We got great-looking women here. We got Lily, Brandy Richardson. We're glad you joined us. All right, let's go to the ring here, our second match of the evening, and I guess you've noticed here we got 2 former members of the Brotherhood, the legendary Major Debeers and Kross. Haven't seen Major here in Kings in a few months, but we're glad to have him back. This will be a true test for Kross. You know, Major Debeers took this young man under his wing a couple of years, taught him the ropes, taught him the business, But last year we saw the brotherhood break up. Kross has been out on his own a little bit. He's held the North Carolina title, but this is going to be a tough test for the monster right here. He's in there with Major Debeers. Both men lock up. Kross grabs the Major in a headlock. Major's pulling the hair, but referee Jolly don't see it. Had a few beers here tonight at King's, like he always does. Major taking some shots at the ribs, throws him in the ropes, powers the big man down. Major Debeers is showing that awesome arm to the fans here at King's. He's got a couple of fans here. If you've been watching SCW for a while, one thing you know about Major Debeers is he always sets the pace of the match. It don't matter how big you are, how fast you are, Debeers will control the pace of the match. That's just his style. Kross is not used to this. He wants to go. He's ready to go, and he's getting mad. Kross comes off the ropes, ducks a clothesline, shoulder tackles Debeers. Both men go down. Kross is back up to his feet. Hard right hand to the head of Debeers. One of the hardest heads in wrestling, folks. Clotheslines him over the top rope to the concrete floor. All right, Kross is going out there after him. And there is the Shah of Grog. Wow, what did he do? I think he poured beer on him or something. You know, these guys used to be great friends, and now they just don't get along at all. But Major Debeers has got his hands full tonight. Kross is all over him, and they're taking it to the crowd. People are scattering to get out of the way. Lou, they're on the pool table here at King's. Wow. That's the thing about these matches with Major Debeers. They can end up downtown. They can end up down on a railroad track, across the street in a parking lot. You never know. Fans, we apologize for the lighting, but we thought this match was going to take place in the ring, but we were sadly mistaken. Major Debeers has grabbed Kross and he's dragging him out, and it looks like they're going to go out the front door here. And it's dark outside. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Raleigh, but it's kind of dangerous. But here, now they're getting back in the ring. Thank God. Major Debeers is going all over Kross's head. It's been a battle since the opening bell. Kross is trying to make it back into the ring. Throws the shoulder into the midsection of the legendary Major Debeers. And Debeers has been over. He's hurt a little bit. Kross leapfrogs over, tries to pull the Major down, but he grabs the top rope. Too smart for him. Tried to come down with the old Major Debeers butt splash, but Kross wasn't there. A couple of right hands to the head. Wow, look at the forehead of Kross. This guy's busted open. I knew it was going to happen. You hardly ever get in the ring with Major Debeers without getting your head busted wide open. This is one tough customer. That's why he's held the SCW Brass Knuckles Championship numerous times. But what a night it would be for Kross if he could defeat this hardcore legend right here at King's on SCW TV. One of the biggest matches of his career. Another hard right hand. Second one. Third one. Taking it to the head of Major Debeers. These people have been going all over the place. You've seen them out on the pool table, the foosball table, out in the crowd. Now they're back in the ring. Major Debeers gets a little cheap shot in on Kross, takes him down. The Major's to his feet. Hard elbow takes him down. Major Debeers has been in this sport for many years. He's a veteran. I talked to him the other day. He said there's still snow on the mountain, but there's fire in the furnace, and we're finding out why right here tonight. Literally beating the mess out of Kross, giving him a true test. Kross is still somehow able to keep his consciousness. Major Debeers has got him right now. Stretching him out, looks like a little variation of the camel clutch. Grabs that top rope for a little added support, but our referee, Mr. Jolly, he don't see it. He's focused down on the face of Kross. Jolly's probably thinking about his next beer. It's getting about that time. Fans, you see that banner in the back? That's SCWProWrestling.com. Be sure to check that out. That's the official website of SCW. Once again, the Major is grabbing that top rope for leverage, but Jolly Season this time makes him break the hold. Kross is gasping for air. Head's just bleeding like crazy. I've never seen Kross bleed like this. He's had some tough matches, too, with Frank the Tank Parker, Gotti, but, man, I've never seen Kross bleed like this. I'm really worried about the guy. Looks like Debeers is pulling his shirt up and will chop on his chest a little bit. Oh, God, what a loud chop. Man, only C.W. Anderson himself could top that one. The Major grabs Kross by the arm, throws him into the ropes, but Kross reverses, comes back. Major Debeers is ducking clothesline, ducking everything, but Kross got him with that kick right up the side of the face of Major Debeers. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Looks like the Major Debeers has grabbed the bottom rope. Referee Jolly has broke the count. Kross is pulling the Major up to his feet. Looks like he's setting him up for a power bomb, but God, Major must be over 300 pounds. Kross was trying to get him in the crucifix, but Major just pretty much flipped him over. Now both men are down. Major is slowly getting to his feet. Don't count this man out yet. He's a legend here in SCW. Grabs Kross, throws him into the ropes. Kross ducks the clothesline. Neck breaker from Kross takes the big man down hard to the mat. Fans, if this is your first time checking us out, we're here every week on this station, this same time here. Referee Jolly's down. 1, 2, almost a 2 count. Debeers was able to make it to the ropes. What a matchup we have tonight here on SCW TV. The hardcore legend himself, Major Debeers, he's in there with a young superstar that's going to go a long way in the sport. Kross. Looks like he got hit from behind. Major threw him over. The Major covers. 1, 2, 3. All right, we have a winner. Major Debeers, he's victorious in his return here to Kings. But wait, there's that mysterious man again. It's the boss man. He's in a mask. He's got his coat on, his stick. We still ain't figured out who this is.
This gentleman right here, the ball. You're all going to find out what here. Now wait just a damn minute. Roger Kerr, if you're standing here,
Oh, my God, I don't believe it. It's Grog. I am outraged. It is Grog. After all these months, all the speculation, everybody was wanting to know who the boss man was. Look, he's hugging Major Debeers, reunited at last. Look, putting on the old famous cape of Count Grog. We hadn't seen that cape in months, but looks like it's back. I don't know what creative director James Thurston's going to think about this because, you know, Count Grog was banned, but, man, he's back. I mean, that's him. Look at BC. I'm just disgusted. And look at Roger Kerr smiling. He's in on it, too. Kross is furious. This man is mad. Look at his head. Still bleeding from that match he had a few minutes ago with Major Debeers. Well, Kross, what a match here. We saw them legendary Major Debeers return to SCW and get a huge victory over Kross, who ended up in just a bloody mess. And I was going to talk about how we were going to see the Shah or Grog appearing at King's on August 30th, but it looks like we're going to be joined by this man right here.
Boy, Walt, aren't you as dumb as the rest of them?
I honestly feel worked.
You are so stupid. James Thurston, you are so stupid. SCW fans, you are so stupid. And Kross, you are really, really stupid. How long did you think I was going to pander to these stupid cheese whiz eating, NASCAR watching, tobacco chewing redneck fans, Walt, huh?
Grog, I honestly thought you had changed. I thought that you loved the fans, you loved working with me and the TV people here in the studio, and I just can't get over it. Are you going to go back to biting foreheads and talking about dead kids and dead NASCAR drivers? And
It's so good to see so many rednecks in one place. It's not a NASCAR race.
all that stuff you used to do.
He's over there for hot dogs already. He's done stretched out the Rock's face and he looks like the Elephant Man. And this toothless redneck right here, he's done the same thing. He's eaten a whole box of popcorn. He's made all this schwantz. He's stretched me. He looks like Jim Neidhart in that picture now. You know I'm going to go back to talking about all that stuff. Caprice, what has 24 legs and 4 teeth? This row right over here, the front row here. Because the people come to SCW events, they pay their money to see me, Count Grog. I'm the man who made SCW. SCW starts and stops with the Count, believe me.
Well, what does Commissioner BC think about this? Because he's been feeding us this garbage for months that he runs the show. And
BC ran the show for about 4 weeks after last year's Cruel Intentions, after I got beat and forced out of SCW, and BC was a little namby-pamby, and all of a sudden he turned over a new leaf that was evil, and he was the new commissioner, and he was the badass in SCW. And about 2 weeks after that, I came to BC. It's like, look, buddy, you're not going to be able to do this by yourself. You have been in this business, for a couple months here. You don't know what you're doing. I'll offer you a truce. Let's fool the fans a little bit. Let's work them. We'll make them believe that, first that I'm a drunk, and then at first, that I'm against you, that we don't like each other, and that, we'll let them go for a while. And I've been pulling the strings for all the time here. I've been the man on the other end of the phone every time. Every move BC made was at my approval. Sure, I had to, get hurt a little bit there. I had to take some bruised ribs from that 2x4 from Frank Parker and Cusick there a couple months ago. I got kicked a few times. Yeah, I got my eye bloodied back in December by BC, but it was all worth it. It was all worth to see the surprise on the fans' faces. It was like Christmas Day to me. It was like when that little kid on Christmas morning comes down and looks in his stocking and finds that big lump of coal.
Oh,
that's how it felt to me.
Only you would mess up Christmas, man. But, man, you work me, you work the fans, you fooled everybody, but I know you have an ego. I know Count Grog has an ego. I know our Commissioner BC has an ego. Can you honestly tell me and all these fans out here in Chapel Hill, Raleigh, and Durham that there's no tension between you two?
There's no tension at all between me and BC. I've been pulling the strings. I've been running the show the whole time. BC, if he wants to stay figurehead of being commissioner, that's fine, but BC takes his orders from me, and as usual, the fans wanted to know what Count Grog is going to do, so Count Grog runs the show. We're all in it together. We've all been in it from the beginning. No, actually, Roger Kerr, we recruited him a little later there. We needed a referee on our side. Kevin Ecuador, he's a little too squeaky clean there with the gloves. Jolly's too drunk. You can't really, talk to him, and, Robbie Flanagan's an idiot. So, so we had Roger was the only one we could approach here. We needed a referee on our side. And what we're planning to do, we have a plan. There's going to be a split between the wrestlers in the Army of One and the Brotherhood. We'll divvy them up evenly there. We got Major Debeers, we got Kross, or we don't have Kross. We beat the hell out of Kross, actually. We got Cusick, and we got the SCW heavyweight champion Frank Tank Parker. I've got a few more aces up my sleeve, believe you me. There's a few more old faces that are about to return to SCW and join the Army of One, join the Brotherhood. And there may be a few faces that are in SCW right now who aren't so, happy with the way the fans are treating them, and maybe they're going to come on the side.
Oh, so you've been having, like, negotiations with some of these guys.
Yeah, what are you, an idiot, Walt?
No, but, I mean, I know how you are.
Yeah, you know what I am. The problem is, Walt, you've been eating Spam too much there. It weakens your brain.
Oh, God, Grog. Is this what we're in for each week here
We're
on
in for,
SCW TV?
yeah, we're in for here. I'm here to
Man.
insult you stupid, low-life, redneck fans. Bunch of booger-eating morons is what you are. And Walt, you're the biggest one.
Man, I'd have a better
You're
of
a fool.
I'd have a better chance of surviving the pit at Ozfest and
Yeah,
be here with you each week here.
I'll tell you what, we're thinking about having a IQ test to let the fans in the SCW events from now on. I'm tired of all these idiots showing up there.
Would you take the test too?
I wrote the test, buddy. We don't want no more of these, fat, beer-swilling, cheese whiz-eating rednecks there sitting in the front row. That means, guy was our fan of the year. I think we're going to have to move those people to the back row. Just the beautiful people will sit in the front row. Just, hot girls and, people who prove themselves worthy of being in the front row of an SCW event.
Now,
That's it.
That's one thing that me and you might agree on is the hot girls, because we know we see them the last Thursday of every month at King's. It's just packed full of women.
Yeah, and you think
And you know it
Cheyenne's
will
a
be,
hot girl, too.
if when we go to King's, the babes will be out in full force. I mean, great card coming up.
Oh, yeah, it'll be back. NC State will be back in session there. All the students will be back ready for another 5 and 6 football season at NC State. That'll be a 3 and 8 season at Carolina and 1 and 11 at Duke if they're lucky. Probably 1 and 10 or 0 and 11 at Duke.
Oh, so now you're like a sports pick now and everything too.
Sure.
So maybe we're going to start hearing you on AM radio in the Raleigh area. On some of the sports channels or
850 The Buzz, they want to expert on pro wrestling. Who are they going to call? They're going to call the Count. Count Grog's going to come in. NBC 17, they need to know something about pro wrestling. Who do they call? They call the Count. They bring me in. Do they call Walt Rabon? No. They call Count Grog, because that's who the fans out there want to see. They love me. Love me, hate me, spit on me, I don't care. Just react to me. That's what I want.
Fans, if you love this man, shoot us an email. Go to scwprowrestling.com and give us an email and let us know what you think of this man right here, Count Grog.
We'll see you next week.